What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video where we will talk about the possibility that FSG could sell Liverpool Football Club in the coming months, because the Sky Sports are reporting that the owners of the Premier League's top six, they are considering putting their clubs up for sale, at least some of them, according to Kave Solheko, who is a Sky Sports reporter, and he's saying that he's hearing that one owner in particular from the top six is close to throwing in the towel and putting his club up for sale. And this comes of course after Manchester United fans broke into the Manchester United training ground at Carrington and they put up banners of Glazers out and 51%, referring to the fan ownership model. So they want the Glazers out, but the Liverpool fan base is pretty split. So I want to hear your opinion. Are you FSG out, or do you want to give the owners the second chance? I'm still FSG out, but if they do the right things in the coming months, I'm maybe willing to give them a second chance, but only if they rectify their huge mistakes in the past. And how will they do that? I want fan representation on the Liverpool board, so I want at least one board member who is a Liverpool fan and who gets to vote in club matters, and also who gets to consult with the Liverpool owners, with the Liverpool board, because you can't make these huge massive decisions without consulting the fans, without consulting the players, without consulting the manager, which is Jurgen Klopp. That's what upset me the most. Jurgen Klopp was thrown under the bus by the Liverpool owners, and one apology in a 2-minute video won't undo all the mistakes that FSG have done in the past few years. And one new banner at Anfield shows the sentiment among some Liverpool fans, which read, "Nice one for the apology, John, but we will never forget." And that's what I said in yesterday's video, that this thing that the Liverpool owners were part of, this European Super League, the Liverpool fans will never forget it, and most of them maybe will never forget and will never forgive the Liverpool owners for this. And I think the AC Milan fan group Curva Sud Ultras actually hit the nail on their head with their latest statement regarding the European Super League, and I want to read it to you guys because I think it is spot on. Honestly, it makes us laugh to see all those people in the control room of football suddenly claim we fans are first and foremost. The Super League is just the latest in a long line of innumerable maneuvers over decades that has made football into a ruthless business. And this is just the first part of the statement. The statement further reads, "The birth of this new competition would certainly be another shove to the football of old, which is by now a distant memory, and will inevitably obscure the tradition of the various national leagues, robbing football of the undeniable principle of sporting meritocracy." But the thing that most leaves us is the hypocrisy of all those who contributed to making this sport nothing but a business. Those who today stand up in name of the fans, but only because they saw their remunerative and seemingly untouchable project fall apart. Football did belong to the people until the 1990s, when the Champions League was born, destroying the old European Cup. From that moment, an unbreachable chasm has been created between the big and the small clubs. I think we can put the Premier League in this as well. The Premier League was created in 1992, I think, and since then English football has never been the same. Football did belong to the people even when nobody lifted a finger to stop the increase of tickets prices that was imposed by some presidents. Football did belong to the people even when nobody stepped in to stop the rise of the super agents who took player salaries to ever more astronomical figures, which could only be sustained with TV rights, the same TV companies that imposed increasingly chaotic fixture lists with games on improbable days and kickoff times. Football did belong to the people even when rules were imposed to stop any rapport between the players and the fans. Football did belong to the people even when Supercoppa finals were played on other continents or the dates of some games were changed a few days before kickoff, damaging those fans who had booked trains or planes to get to the stadium. Football did belong to the people even when some clubs were allowed to circumvent financial fair play while others with less influential presidents were penalized. Man City and AC Milan, two brilliant cases in point in this. Football did belong to the people even when the World Cup was forced to be awarded to Qatar in 2022 despite moving the entire calendar and disregarding human rights violations. We could list numerous other examples to show the absolute hypocrisy of the words we are hearing from the football chiefs over the last 48 hours. The Super League is just the latest disgusting step, but those who took football to this point are no less grotesque. So save us these ludicrous performances of rhetoric and morality. Now that the money is running out, feel free to fight it out between yourselves, but don't you dare name the fans. Then the last word in this statement is pigs in all capital letter and an exclamation mark. Wow, they said it better than I think most fans could, including myself. So hats off to the AC Milan fan group. I think they put out this beautiful, amazing statement. And Florentino Perez keeps digging when he's already in a really deep hole. And this just shows how greedy the Real Madrid president is. He said, if you think the Super League is dead, I can say you are absolutely wrong. If this project didn't work, another one will. Remember, all the 12 clubs have signed a binding contract. Nobody has yet paid the penalization fee for leaving the Super League. We are almost all still in this. They have not officially left yet. It's impossible to make signings like Mbappe and Haaland in general, not just for Real Madrid, but for other clubs without the Super League. I mean, Florentino Perez is living in some kind of cloud cuckoo land in which he thinks the entire football world simply wants to see Mbappe at Real Madrid on 1 million euros per week. Isn't the game of football worth a lot more than that in terms of not just one amazing signing at each club? And he's blind to a possibility that a fairer system can be established and developed based on merit and based on the pitch performance, with salary caps and other rules which enable teams to compete on a level playing field with the ability to reach the top table via performance. The Super League was mostly a closed league. Where was the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? No wonder nobody really supported this. And the Daily Mail is reporting that Liverpool and the other like ex-Super League clubs are facing huge fines, huge penalties. They are saying that the lawyers who constructed these contracts, these contracts will have been structured to encourage clubs to stick with the controversial project in the face of expected protest by imposing large penalties. But in the end, the derision was so extreme that the English clubs Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham and Arsenal were forced to withdraw, apologizing profusely to fans as they have left the stage. And the Daily Mail is reporting that each club lost around £8 million so far just to leave the European Super League. But Perez said that nobody paid the fine, so which one is true, I'm not really sure. And what is really troubling is that some Liverpool fans dug up the apology after Liverpool increased the Anfield ticket prices to £77 and season tickets to £1,000. And that statement by FSG in 2016, which was 5 years ago, it said that the three of us have been particularly troubled by the perception that we don't care about our supporters, that we are greedy, and that we are attempting to extract personal profits at Liverpool's expense. Quite the opposite is true. This was said in 2016, and the statement went further. We believe we have demonstrated a willingness to listen carefully, to reconsider our position and act decisively. The unique and sacred relationship between Liverpool Football Club and its supporters has always been foremost in our minds. It represents the heartbeat of this extraordinary football club. And this was 5 years ago. Did they listen since then? No, not a chance in hell. They didn't listen. They didn't consider the fans' opinion. They didn't even consult Jurgen Klopp or the Liverpool players. So why would they listen now? Why would they change now? That's my rhetorical question. But of course you probably know the answer, they won't. And according to the Mirror, Wijnaldum negotiated a 3-year contract with Barcelona. So Wijnaldum, who is almost certain now to leave Liverpool, according to the report, he already has a 3-year contract negotiated with Barcelona. And so he will join Barcelona on a free transfer. It really is sad to me to see Wijnaldum go, but some of his performances lately have not been incredibly good. So let's hope that Liverpool have a great replacement lined up. And Sadio Mane said that even though he is facing a difficult run, he's in the difficult run right now, he never doubts himself. He said, it's a really tough time for me. We have to recognize that, but it's part of football and I already know it, so I'm dealing with it and I'm trying to work as hard as I can to help the team more. It's my first time, to be honest, facing such a tough run, but I never doubt myself. I just try to be more positive than I have ever been. So that's it. And that's what he told the official Liverpool website. And one Liverpool fan said that FSG's apology and John W. Henry's apology only carries weight if it suggests that you have learned from your mistakes. But clearly it shows the past mistakes and this current one that they haven't learned from it. This statement that I read to you guys from 2016, they said that they listened to fans carefully, but they didn't consult any Liverpool fans regarding the European Super League. Also, FSG tried to copyright the word Liverpool. They tried to furlough staff. They tried to force through Project Big Picture. They tried to charge Liverpool fans £77 tickets, £1,000 season tickets. They tried to break away to a European Super League. So these are just so many things stacked on top of each other that I don't think Liverpool fans will fully forgive FSG, and they will certainly never forget what they did to Liverpool, because Liverpool's brand and name was dragged through the mud in the past 3 days, and it tarnished Liverpool's name, this whole project and this whole European Super League fiasco. And of course we shouldn't wave away all their achievements, because FSG were still overall successful at Liverpool in terms of on-the-pitch performance, but that was mainly down to Jurgen Klopp and the recruitment team. So they actually appointed great people in charge of Liverpool Football Club, and you have to give them credit for that. Jurgen Klopp turned this club into a winning machine recently, and I'm forever grateful for FSG for appointing Jurgen Klopp, because they made us so happy for the last 4 years, winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League. But we have to keep improving the team, and that's the only way that Liverpool fans will ever forget or forgive FSG for their mistakes, if we keep winning big trophies on the pitch. So that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.